How do you stay fit without doing some hardcore cardio? Is it possible? I'm gonna tell you that it is, and we're gonna talk about it. A couple months ago, I was playing basketball and I ended up injuring my calf. It was a calf strain, and my uncle, that's a physical therapist, told me once he checked it out, gonna be out for 2 months, let it recover. And that's what I did. Going into this, my biggest fear, honestly, was that I was gonna put on bad weight while I was recovering because I wouldn't be able to do hardcore cardio like jumping and running, which is mainly what I use to, for my cardio. And I'm not talking about running like just going on runs, but like I play sports that have running, and that's my cardio. And then jump rope. I was very worried. I calmed myself down a little bit and kind of thought about how I'm gonna manage this without putting on any weight. And I made that my goal for the next 2 months while I was recovering. First of all, it worked out fine, and I learned a few things along the way, and that's what I want to share with you guys today. In case, you're looking for a way to stay fit while you're injured, or just for whatever reason you can't run or jump, or whatever it is. Hopefully you're gonna have some takeaways from this too. The 3 things I'm gonna talk about is that number 1, prevention is definitely key. I wouldn't have had to worry about any of it if it didn't happen in the first place. Number 2, nutrition truly is gonna affect your weight more than your exercise. Locking into that nutrition helped a lot. And then number 3, a secret hack that I'm just give you right now is walking. Walking, as low impact and as easy as it seems, very, very effective. And we're gonna talk about it. So number 1, prevention is key. Let me tell you what happened, how I got injured, right? That day, I played basketball at the gym in the morning, and I left on a very good note. We were playing 21. I got myself up to 18, hit 3 threes, boom, walked out. That was game. I was done. Missed my flight that day. Came back home around like 2-3 p.m. All my stuff was packed, and I was gonna fly out the next morning. Didn't know what to do for the rest of the evening, so went back out to the gym to play some basketball. And I was hooping. Honestly, I just overdid it that day. From the sound of this already, I played a couple of hours in the morning, and then here I'm playing another couple hours. So it was a lot of basketball. And yeah, when I was defending one time, I jumped forward, and just off that jump, something, one of my back leg extended. And as soon as it happened, I knew it didn't feel right. And then it started hurting and blah, blah, blah. And I went through this whole get it checked out thing. And I realized, like, after he told me 2 months, bro, I was like, dude, I could have just sat home for those 2 hours, did nothing, and my next 2 months would look drastically different. But now, 2 months, I'm walking around with a sleeve on my calf to like keep it in place, to not use it. And then I couldn't do all these sports. And this was June, July. So like peak summer. I was in New York. There's a lot of parks. I was trying to play soccer. I was trying to play tennis. I was trying to play basketball. I was trying to do a lot of things, and none of that shit happened because I was injured. So that sucked. Really, truly made me realize, like, yeah, prevention is key, which means, it's not just about warming up or stretching. It's about still just like not overdoing it. You got to keep those few things in mind. Of course, before your workouts, your sessions, warm up really well so that you're not risking injury while you're playing. And then after you're done playing, stretch so that it further prevents injury. Make sure things aren't tight and just like wonky, right? Literally, you have to incorporate rest days. In my earlier 20s, your body's much more resilient, and you can just go out and not stretch, play for hours, and then you be fine. But now, like, I literally have to stop myself from playing because like I know I'm gonna be overdoing it. And then yeah, just focusing maybe on strengthening things that are gonna tend to get injured, like kind of sport specific, movement specific type of training. And you can find a lot of that online. There's also a bunch of mumbo jumbo out there. I don't really know how to tell the difference, but there's just some things that make more sense, right? Like if you're working out your calves and they're prepared for all that type of impact and strain, then probably gonna be good. That's what I would say. Do whatever you can to prevent it from happening in the first place. Now, my second key takeaway was how important nutrition was. And oh my gosh, for years, I've had my Fitbit, my fitness trackers, just tracking like the calories I'm burning, the movement I'm incorporating throughout the day, just to make sure like, yo, if I'm burning 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, I'm pretty good to just eat about whatever I want. That has worked for me all these years. But here, I know now my body's metabolism and just overall activity during the day is not as high as it used to be, just because I work full time and I'm just sitting still. I can't just like go out and play basketball at noon. I've been more conscious of my nutrition as of late anyways, but especially during this injury recovery, I was locked into this nutrition. And it was awesome though, because I was eating cleaner, so I felt better. I had less time to work out, like I wasn't able to work out as much, so then I had more time in the kitchen. So then I was kind of learning more how to cook and then making some nice dishes. So that was really nice. Yeah, basically just, bro, if you eat clean, whole foods, no processed stuff, no sugars, just whole foods and portion control, then you should be good, right? Because fundamentally, weight is gained when the calories you're consuming exceeds the amount of calories that you're burning. I knew looking at my Apple Watch and my Oura Ring how many calories I was burning. I still don't count macros or calories I'm eating really, but kind of eyeballed it, like, okay, I eat this much clean food, I feel like this, looks good to me, right? I look at myself in the mirror every day so I can see, like, are my abs still there? Is my jaw still there? My muscles still there? Everything like that. So I just use my body as a way of measuring, you know, how well it's working. Throughout the 2 months, I was fine. Came in pretty lean, came out still lean, maybe even leaner. If you're looking to stay fit and you're not looking to work out a ton, then just make sure that your nutrition is on point. Like if we're thinking about like 80-20, where like 80% of the results is coming from 20% of the effort, put that 20% effort in the kitchen. You're gonna see 80% of the results right there. It doesn't matter if you work out a ton. If you're eating more than you're still working out, then you're gonna gain fat. So make sure you're controlling what's going on in the kitchen. All right, now point number 3, the last one, is that walking is amazing. And I learned this through this recovery, because just because I couldn't run and jump doesn't mean I was just gonna sit still and stay inside all day. That's fucking boring. I figured, okay, I can still walk, so I'm gonna just walk. And I was in New York City, so plenty of places to walk. I walked, discovered some stuff on my walks, could literally see the calories being burned on my fitness trackers. I was like, dang. And sometimes you would actually build a sweat just from walking. So I was like, wow, walking is amazing. It literally just shreds fat. From what I know and what I've heard, it's really good for losing fat because you're not exerting yourself so hard, so then you're not getting super hungry. And if you're not getting super hungry, then you're less likely to overeat. It's just a really low impact, steady way of, you know, getting some cardio in without doing too much. And then when it comes time to eat, you're not starving. So you're just like, all right, let me just eat like a normal person with normal portions. As well as another benefit is just that it's very stress relieving. Going on a walk, not bringing your phone, going with your girlfriend, your partner, or whoever you got, some friends, family, you can just talk. I don't know, it's very stress relieving. It feels fun. It's a nice bonding activity and you're getting your steps in. Everybody's healthy, good conversations. All around, it's a beautiful activity. Walking is a great form of exercise that most people can do, so most people should do it. If you want to hear more about walking, then go watch my video on walking off the fat and how it keeps the fat off. All right, and that's it. My 3 key takeaways from my 2-month recovery after injuring myself and still wanting to stay fit during the recovery process is: number 1, avoid it happening in the first place. Just prevent it. Prevention is key. Number 2, nutrition is far more superior than exercise in terms of keeping off weight. Lock into that. Make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're eating clean. You should be doing that anyways, whether you're injured or not. And then the last thing is that walking is a very easy fitness hack. Burns fat without using too much energy, and it's a great way to relieve stress and spend time with others. Hopefully that helps somebody through whatever they're going through right now. Yeah, I really encourage making sure you're being strategic with your exercise, your workouts, so that you're not getting injured, so that you can keep doing it more consistently over time. Eat clean, eat well, and walk plenty. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.